So for these fine people, some of them who don't know who you are, can you please explain to them what it is that you do and who you're about?
Oh, yeah. In terms of this convention, my name is Michaela. I'm a voice actress. I'm currently on a show called Steven Universe, and I voice Amethyst. I feel so
Woo!
weird talking to this mic because there's like, six of us, eight of
Yeah,
us.
it
I
makes it
feel
more
like we should
intimate.
sit around and like hold hands
In a
in like an
campfire, right?
intimate, yeah,
Let's get a campfire started.
yeah, in
Yeah,
like a
awesome.
circle.
I'm really curious. How'd you get involved in the I guess the trade of voiceover?
I was living in New York trying to do like acting and comedy, and I guess also when you have a voice like mine, um, I know I sound sick, but I'm really not. This is just how I sound. So I think I've always been told I had a unique voice, and then I was like acting and doing comedy in New York, and then um, I don't know. My agent at the time sent me out on an audition, which was for this show, temporarily titled Dinosaurs. And that turned out to be Barney and Friends, and I booked that, and it was so I voiced a dinosaur on Barney and Friends. I think they were like trying to revive this series.
Really?
So I was the fresh new face of a orange hadrosaur. I mean, I wasn't the face; I was just the voice. And so yeah, once I booked that, I just kept going. Voiceovers is it's so different than on screen work and on stage work. It's cool that you can just sort of like be anybody, you know.
What are some of the major differences that you experienced that you might have had trouble with at first?
Tr- Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's still acting. It's just a different type of acting. I think the microphone can really pick up subtleties, so you don't have to push so much. You can hear a lot of different inflections in your voice without like when you're on the stage, it's like rah, it's this huge thing, but you don't really have to do that with a mic. So yeah, that's one thing.
That's one thing. All right.
Yeah.
The floor is now open for questions.
You, sir, in the hat. No other sir behind you in the hat. I'm just kidding. It's only you with the hat and the nice lady in front of you.
From Inspire the Muse. I was curious if there were any differences in recording for Riff versus Amethyst.
Oh my God, tons, tons. Um, so GTA. Oh wait, sorry. Bleh. I'll get to that one later. So Barney and Friends is actually live action, and it's filmed in Dallas, Texas. So this was actually my first real job out of college. It was just weird. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this dinosaur thing. Meanwhile, my friends are I don't know, corporate PR people. It was pretty funny. So um, yeah, so Barney and Friends, there's like a stage set up, and there are little kids running around, and there are like people in suits, and like I don't know if I'm supposed to divulge all this, but anyway, there are people like running around, and then the voiceover artists are still in the same studio but in a different room, and we each have our own booth with a microphone set up, and there are two screens. So there's one screen with like a quad split for the four different cameras, and another one that shows the director's cut. So I'm in the booth, and like there's this guy running around, and I became very good friends with him because I was the voice in his ear. Like he couldn't turn me off. Poor guy, and I gab all the time. But so I'd say my voices, and he would like move his head, and it would open.
Oh, wow.
And then when he was running to cover, I would like try to like laugh, so it didn't look like he was just like I wanted sound to come out like as he was going. So that was live action. That's Barney, and then with Amethyst on Steven Universe, that's an animated show. It's on Cartoon Network. We go into the booth, and Steven Universe is cool in that Rebecca Sugar, the creator of the show and the showrunner, she tries to get a lot of us in the booth at the same time so we can kind of feed off of each other's energies, which is so fun. Like even though with Barney, I was very close to the other actors, but we were all in our separate booths. You know what I mean? So it would be like in between takes, we'd have a blast. We'd like open the door and we'd be like, "Whoa, what's up, Dean?" But we couldn't interact so much like while we were actually recording. Whereas, I mean, I love the booth at Cartoon Network's huge. They both are pretty big actually, and so. You know, I'm standing right next to Dee Dee. When Estelle's in, she's over there. Shelby's always kind of across from me. Jen's usually there. Zach's always in the corner. And it's great. You can just see each other. And I feel like we really do push each other, you know, to get better takes out. And I feel like we're a very supportive cast in and outside of the booth.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any voice actors that you look up to or admire, whether it be on set with your other, crew, or someone other?
Like people who I've recorded with?
Worked with, or like just someone that you admired growing up?
Yeah. So, this is not a new fact, but I didn't really watch cartoons as a kid, which is, I know, it's,
You break my heart.
it's so sad.
Oh my God.
But I'm atoning. So I'm like learning. My friends are really into cartoons. They've told me what to watch, and I'm going and I'm watching things.
Well, I mean, you have a huge fan base for Steven Universe, so.
Yeah, and they're very vocal, and I definitely feel the love on a daily basis. So that's, I mean,
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
so grateful for that. But all of their animated and anime references are like, so I definitely need to do a little better on that front. But I would say Joan Rivers, when I saw Spaceballs, I remember being like, what? That lady's voice is like coming out of this robot, like what's happening? So that, I think for me, that was the first experience with voiceovers where I was truly blown away. And then obviously an early memory would be like Robin Williams as the genie.
Genie, yeah.
You know, so and then in terms of Steven Universe recording, I would say like Charlene Yee, who voices Ruby. She's a comedian. She's hilarious. Brian Posehn, he's another comedian. He voices Sour Cream. I mean, that guy, he's like has such a flat delivery. I don't know. He's just really funny. I really like him. Trying to think of other people. So another person on Steven Universe, I feel like who doesn't get. I mean, obviously everybody loves her character and she's amazing, but she didn't get maybe as much buzz. Erica Luttrell, who voices Sapphire. Her craft is, it's unbelievable. She's always so prepared. She really treats every moment as, you know, the now. She really lives in every moment. She's an incredible actress, and you know, she's even better just in front of a mic. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any more questions? We have like time for maybe 2 more.
Oh, it's flying by.
Yeah, it is.
Hi.
I'm Nia from @SoBizAbout_ on Instagram. How do you feel Steven Universe has affected the LGBTQI community?
How?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say I would say the effect is immense, but I would argue quite the opposite direction. I think the effect of the community over the show is also, I think, you know, sort of both movements are growing in a parallel fashion, and I think that it's really amazing that Rebecca Sugar has given a voice to a community that maybe hasn't been represented either accurately or just period on screen. And so it's really nice that there's a whole slew of people who can finally look on screen and say, yeah, okay, I can kind of see myself in this character and that character and this character. So I would also say that the community has certainly, for me, like it's influenced me, which then I think directly influences, you know, so the voice actors are then like pretty directly influencing also their work on the show. So I feel so affected by the community. I mean, when I go to conventions like this, I hear from a lot of different people like, oh wow, Amethyst has helped me, come out to my parents, or I know that I'm okay right now. I know that I'm perfect the way I was made, and I know one day I'm gonna get the courage to like come out, or just sort of like be okay with who I am. So I would say that, I mean, I want to cry every time, like hug everybody.
That's beautiful.
But then also, I find myself now extra aware of the community and making sure that I deliver my best possible voice to every record and interaction like this. So, yeah.
Awesome. One more question.
Charles again.
Oh, Charles, hi. Didn't see you there.
Are there any upcoming projects you're able to discuss or projects you'd like to be a part of in the future?
Oh man, yeah. Do you know any casting directors? Tell them to look it up. No, I'm gonna be reoccurring on another Cartoon Network show. Hasn't aired yet. Pretty pumped for that. I just recorded for another show, which they don't know what network it's gonna be on yet. But I'm sorry, this is like so unspecific. But that's gonna be awesome. And then I don't know, have you ever heard of like Lego Dimensions? It's a game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, have you played? Has anybody played it? Has anybody been to the Goonies world? I'm Chunk.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like asking the guy, I'm like, yo, the disparity between like the voice actor and the character is like mine the greatest? And he's like, no. The guy who voices Sloth, he's a wildly attractive man. Like, it's so different. And then apparently the person who did Data is just like this little white girl. I'm like, okay, that's pretty diverse.
That's
I
awesome.
appreciate that, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. We have other guests in the schedule to keep. Thank you so much, Ms. Dietz, for coming and stopping by.
Call me Michaela.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, Michaela. All right.
Okay.
Where can they find you if they wanted to see you
Oh,
again?
yeah, on Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Whammybah, WHAMMYBAH, and then you can also, I just started a YouTube channel.
Oh, did you?
It's YouTube, C /Whammybah, and then also on Facebook. Surprise, surprise, it's Whammybah. So.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
where can they find you today? Like, are you going to be here at the convention?
Oh! Sorry,
No, it's all good. I know, it's early. It's early. Any panels?
Yeah, no more panels, but I have 2 signings. 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, or something like. I'm just messing everything up. 12 to 1, 2 to 3, right? Okay. 12 to 1, 2 to 3 in the
All right.
big hall.
The big hall.
I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
talking
We all know
about.
where it is. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
by.
thank you.
We will be back shortly.